I got started in early 2018 officially with Latinx Therapy because, the year prior to that in 2017, I got licensed and I got full really, really quickly. My practice was actually in Porter Ranch, close to CSUN, which is very close to Latinx communities, but also wealthy communities. And I was one of the only at that time Latina trauma therapists in the area. So I was just getting so full. And within my caseload, I realized that people needed something a little bit more than just my voice, like more than our 50-minute sessions. So I was just like, well, I'm not going to dare to do YouTube because I was too intimidated of being in front of cameras. So I decided to do a podcast. I was looking into it and I was like, yeah, I could edit myself. I can, interview other mental health professionals and get knowledge out to my clients, and we'll see. So I started with that. And then upon launching in 2018, that same day, that same week, I got hundreds of emails from people across the United States just asking for a Latinx therapist. And that's when I actually started working on finding a web developer to help me create the directory, which was a lot harder than I had imagined. And it took about, I think I've been saying 9 months, but I think it actually took 6 months. Either way, it took a long time to create the directory, the database, and all of the resources that I have on there. So that's kind of in a nutshell how and why I got started.
Crazy. And then how did the pro bono sessions start? Like, what made you start them, offering free
So
sessions?
yeah, because Latinx therapy is nationwide, I often collaborate with a lot of the members that are signed up for the directory and the network. And we've done before like campaigns, video campaigns together, destigmatizing Latinx mental health. We've done free sessions within our own states where we're licensed for undocumented folks. And then this time around, I decided to open up the pro bono um, sessions specifically for farm workers and janitorial/maintenance crews, because I just kept seeing on the media that they were often forgotten or unspoken about. And being part of that community myself, it's just very aggravating that some of our parents are being left out of these conversations, and they're not being thought of in terms of how they're risking their lives for the sake of putting food on the table for their own families, and also how they're just not being protected. So that's why I decided to do something for them, so that they have access to mental health resources. This specifically is for those that are uninsured.
Okay. So it's you wouldn't say it's specifically for like young adults, it's more for like farm workers and people in janitorial services.
That's right. Yeah. It's specifically for farm workers and maintenance and janitorial crews putting themselves on the line during COVID-19.
Got it. And then where can they apply?
So I have been trying to recruit at least 100 therapists, in which I'm still not even there yet, but I am going to just go forward with it because we may not reach that. And the reason for that number is because I know that we are going to get a lot of calls, a lot of inquiries, and I didn't want to burn out the therapist on the referral list, because that's often one of our problems as Latinx therapists. We are also burning out at a quicker rate than other mental health professionals in other groups. So I wanted the load to be balanced a little bit more. But I think after, let's see, next week, I'll put out the application on my Instagram and also on the website, so people can apply for it, can get access to the referral list. Basically, it'll be a referral list, and farm workers or janitorial crew members can call any therapist under their state and tell them, I found you on this referral list. I'd like some services.
Got it. So you still haven't started the pro bono sessions. It's about to
No,
start next week. Okay.
no, we haven't started. I've been recruiting therapists.
How many therapists do you have so far?
We should be at like 92 right now.
Oh, okay. And do you know specifically it's 92 like in the San Fernando Valley or just like all around?
All around the US.
Okay. And do you know how many you have in the San Fernando Valley?
Not yet. I haven't looked at the data. Um, yeah, I wouldn't know. I don't think I asked specifically what part. No, I did ask city and state, so I can just narrow it down later on. I haven't looked at it yet.
Got it. And then when they apply, are they going to have to show proof of anything, like income or?
Um, No. Well, so each therapist is going to screen them. Latinx therapy is just assisting with the accessibility, like bringing people together. But we are not responsible for their sessions. Each therapist gets to put a limit onto how many free sessions they are able, emotionally and physically able to give for free. So I did see in the beginning that some people said only one session, some three, some 20. Um, and it also depends on how many people they're able to accept. So there's a limit to the number of sessions and the number of clients that they're able to bring in for these pro bono sessions.
Got it. Okay. And do you know, like maybe in the future, anything, would you be working on something similar with young adults or it's not right now, like with
It
COVID-19?
just, I think it just depends on like the climate. Our next campaign is probably for undocumented folks, and that could be of any age. Typically, we do get young adults, right? But it won't be necessarily targeted specifically for young adults.
Got it. And then for this right now that you're going to be doing, is it for, because I know every session you said it's going to be, it depends on the therapist and how long they want to offer it to their patient. But do you know, for example, like how long this campaign is going to last?
Every therapist also set an expiration date. So I saw some dates that it doesn't expire until next year. Some dates, are for November, December. I really wanted that to also be an option for therapists because our schedules can just get very impacted. And I think just donating some is better than none. So yeah, just maintaining a balance because we also have a personal life and sometimes we aren't able to always do free work.